Today I want to talk about some overrated items and rules that appear in menswear. Now, I'm probably going to get some pushback on some of these, and that's fine. This is just my opinion. But if you have a rational counterpoint against some of these things I'm going to talk about in this video, I welcome your rational comments down below. Now, these are in no particular order, but the first overrated item in menswear, in my opinion, are crossbody bags. I get it though, right? It's a place to put all your stuff, just like a purse. So let's go back a few years to the Fanny Pack. Now, these got really popular in like the late 90s and early 2000s, but just within a matter of a few years, they became a punchline, and they still are. So fast forward to just a few years ago, and these things started gaining massive popularity among the younger generation, and they started wearing them a little bit differently. So instead of wearing them like a belt around your waist, guys were wearing them over one shoulder and across their torso. And we also can't forget that it was all about the luxury brand names, which we'll get to in just a minute. And it got to the point where you were seeing these things literally everywhere, but at least for me, I just never really understood the hype. I mean, I get it, it's a place to put your stuff, but how much stuff are you actually carrying as a man? Now, personally, for me, I carry the key fob for my car, my phone, and my wallet. And all of that stuff fits pretty nicely in either my pants pockets or my jacket pockets. And for the record, I'm not necessarily saying this is a bad thing and you shouldn't use one, but I guess what I am saying is, at least in my opinion, they look absolutely terrible. And it's just one of those menswear accessories that I believe is way overrated. And speaking of luxury brands, that's also overrated in my opinion. Now, a couple years ago, it was all about the flashy big brand logos, and it was almost like this big flex that you were able to afford like a $900 Gucci t-shirt. Now, currently, the whole quiet luxury trend is happening where all those sort of overly obvious luxury logos are just no longer in style. And I am a huge fan of that. I've never been into the big logos. With that said, however, luxury brands are able to pivot pretty quickly and tone down the look of some of their pieces. But even with that, luxury brands and wearing luxury brands still seems to be a pretty big flex. But listen, you can be stylish and relevant without going broke buying luxury brands. I mean, you can go to the mall right now and hit up stores like Macy's, Express, and Nordstrom and buy an entire wardrobe for probably less than what it would cost for a shirt and a pair of shoes from some luxury brand. Again, completely overrated. And because I just mentioned shoes, another completely overrated menswear item are chunky loafers and dad sneakers. This whole look has never really done it for me, and I can almost guarantee you that in maybe like a year or two from now, we'll look back on this stuff and just laugh and wonder what the heck we were doing. My advice is to stick with the classics, especially if you're over 40. We're talking streamlined rounded toe dress shoes, streamlined classic loafers, and minimal, clean design leather sneakers just like these right here. Here's the deal. These are brand new from Thursday Sneakers, and they were nice enough to sponsor today's video. I've been wanting a shoe just like this from Thursday for a long time, and they finally did it. So check this out. So they do have the premier low top that you can get in all white, and they come with metal eyelets for the laces. Awesome shoes. I've got some, and it's a nice casual option. Now, another brand new option is the court model. Now, these come in a bunch of different cool colors with like more design elements like the perforated toe. Then they've got the legacy model that comes with blind eyelets, which I prefer. Now, these are going to come with a gum sole. I've got 2 pair of these. I wear them literally all the time. They're super comfortable, but they're not all white. That brings us to the brand new Encore model. This is exactly what I've been looking for. I mean, look, it's all white. It's got a clean design with blind eyelets. And in my opinion, that gives the shoe a more expensive and elegant look. I absolutely love these things. Now, not only did I get these, but I also got a pair of their premier low tops in this beautiful caramel suede. I've had my eyes on these for a very long time, and I finally got some. They're absolutely beautiful. Something else you should know is these are comfortable right out of the box. Thursday offers the lowest direct-to-consumer prices on all of their products, and these are all made with premium USA leather. They're also designed and constructed with the highest quality. And because Thursday is direct-to-consumer, you don't have to pay those ridiculous retail markups. So if you want to go check these out, which I absolutely recommend, just click the link down below in the description and go surf around and just take a few minutes to look at all the different styles and colors that they have, because Look, not only do they have these amazing sneakers, but they've also got boots, leather jackets, and a lot more. The link is in the description. These things are an absolute home run. Thank you, Thursday Boot Company, for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. All right, now this is the part of the video where I might get a lot of pushback, especially this one. Now, the next menswear item, in my opinion, that's overrated, are luxury watches. Now listen, I totally understand and respect the appeal and the heritage of luxury watches. I think the problem comes in is when certain people say that you need to have certain brands, otherwise you're just wasting your money. And that's where I call BS. There are hundreds of amazing watches out there from small brands that are just trying to grow their business and make a quality product. And a lot of those brands have quartz movements. And it's a known fact that quartz movements keep more accurate time than automatic movements. But some people seem to be just stuck on the idea that it has to be automatic or nothing. And that's fine, right? You can totally have that opinion. But the fact is, you don't have to spend 10 to 20 grand for a luxury watch brand. So here's an example. I bought this Seiko right here, which has an automatic movement. I got this on Amazon for 300 bucks. No, it's not a Rolex, it's not an Omega, and it's not a Patek Philippe. I've been wearing this watch in a whole bunch of videos recently for the simple fact that it's a nice looking watch from an average brand. It looks cool, it tells time, and that's really all that matters to a whole lot of people. Even if this was a quartz movement, I would still wear it. And I know some of you guys might call me out and say that I have an Omega and I have a Tudor, but both of those are going to be up for sale very soon because I'm trying to fund my side project. But anyway, my point is, luxury watch brands, while very cool, in my opinion, are overrated. All right, moving away from actual physical items, here's a couple of menswear rules that are also overrated. The first one is that black and blue don't go together. That's absolute BS. Check this out. So I've got this really dressy blue velvet tuxedo jacket. I've worn this at a bunch of different events over the last couple of years. And look, it was designed with a black lapel. So if blue and black don't go together, and if that's a fashion sin, this jacket wouldn't exist. The next menswear rule that's overrated is that everything needs to fit you perfectly. And I know, look, I talk about fit like literally all the time, and I encourage you to take your clothes to a tailor to have them altered to fit you better, but that doesn't mean everything needs to fit perfectly. Now, there are some pieces that you do find that fit you perfectly, but your clothes should fit your body well. That's it. The clothes you wear shouldn't be super loose and baggy, and they shouldn't be super tight and constricting. So when I talk about fit and tailoring, I'm just talking about altering a specific item to fit your body better. If your sleeves are too long, have the sleeves taken up to fit your body. If your pants are too long and maybe too loose, have the pant legs hemmed and tapered to fit your body better. Don't get caught up in chasing perfection because it doesn't exist. And really quick, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And as always, I welcome your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I will see you in the next one.